Sporozoa includes a couple of really important organisms. Malaria, which the disease malaria literally means bad air, because they used to think that the humors, that the bad smells in the atmosphere was the reason that you spread malaria. It was found usually in the tropics, but we now know that it's vectored by Anopheles mosquitoes. Only the females suck blood, so therefore the females are the ones that transmit the disease. It causes an undulating fever, so a fever that goes up and down in a regular interval, depending on the species that you have. Plasmodium, vivax, falciparum, malariae. There are several different species, but some cause you to have undulating fever every 24, every 48, every 72 hours. But the trick is to watch for that undulating fever. It will also cause some jaundice or yellowing of the eyes because of the release of bilirubin and other hormones or proteins from the liver. It synchronizes in humans, and that's why you have those synchronized fever responses. They once thought it was due to the fact that you were becoming a vampire if you had malaria. There's a lot of interesting history on this particular disease, but let's see. The treatment was quinine was one of the original treatments, and it's a tree bark that if you drank a tea made from it, it would cause your mouth to turn the wrong side out because it tasted so bitter. My grandmother used to say bitter as quinine. That's how nasty it was. Let's see. Undulating fever key. It's the parasite, the Anopheles mosquito, is actually the definitive host. That's the organism that the parasite is sexually reproductive in. It's asexually reproductive in humans, so we are kind of a secondary host to the parasite. One interesting thing about malaria is it does cause personality changes or preferences in the mosquitoes. An Anopheles mosquito who does not have malaria will be more attracted towards someone who is infected with malaria. And then once she's infected, the Anopheles mosquito will be more attracted to someone who does not have malaria. So she'll go to that person much more often. They've run experiments to determine that. So it's a behavioral change due to the infection. And then there's Toxoplasma gondii. I mentioned this in a previous little video. It's cat litter boxes. You want to stay away from that if you're pregnant or if your spouse is pregnant. Guys, you need to clean out the litter boxes. It can cause spontaneous abortions, especially in the second trimester, and it can cause problems in waterhead syndrome, mental retardation, all sorts of really horrific problems. It's cats that can get a hold to mice from outside. You can have this spread by anything that eats other animals. Toxoplasma also causes a behavioral shift. A mouse or rat that's been infected with toxoplasma will be attracted to cat urine. They will actually become sexually aroused when they come into contact with cat urine. Therefore, they stay close to cat urine, and they're more likely to be eaten, which transfers the parasite to the cat. So there's some interesting parasites, and that's two of them.